Field of the favorites, we here for the latest. South side or the north side, not tuned to the greatest. Home team for the home teams, both sides got our own rings. On the mound or the long ball, but we don't pull the wrong strings. Yeah, it's that time of the year now. Wrigley or Gantes or the whole league that we hear now. New show with a new mood, discussions and interviews. Trade rumors that might be. This is Pinwheels and Knife.
What's going on, everybody who's tuning in? Thank you for tuning in. This is the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast. This is the pre-show, if you will. We're just tweeting it out, retweeting it out, doing all that stuff before we go live. Although, let me know when all the tweets are tweeted and everything else is done.
Yep.
We're good?
Yes.
Hey, I would help.
Hold on.
It out.
We're getting to that. Just
Don't spoil it, Kevin.
keep holding that guy's pocket. Yeah. All right. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? It is Friday, February 12th, and you have found the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast. I'm your host, Matt Sawaski, a.k.a. Southside Zoe. With me, as always, is Mr. Aldo Soto.
Geez, those Pacoda projections really got you nervous.
Oh, I'm super nervous. And this might be a first for any baseball podcast. We're coming to you live from Twitter jail. We traded a couple packs of ramen, and I put some other money in his commissary so he can get an hour's worth of screen time. Mm-hmm. But we have inmate number. Hold on, you got to take that thing down. Inmate number TK421. If you get that reference, please put it in the comment section. But yes, coming live from Twitter jail in San Francisco at Twitter headquarters, Mr. K-Fids.
Hey,
what's
guys.
up?
Yeah, actually, I've been doing the taxes for the warden and the guards for a while now. So they also,
Nice.
they're very flexible. They let me come up here. I actually played a record the other day for all the inmates, and I got my ass beat for it, and it was great. But I still do their taxes and clean his shoes. So, they're giving me this opportunity. So it's good to be out, really. I only get an hour out of the cell. So I'm getting like an hour and a half.
I know, and you got to pay me back for those packs of ramens. Oh, a little yumper. Guy never disappoints. So it's projection week in MLB baseball, and White Sox fans are mad. It happens every year. I said this on Twitter. Like the day before payday is usually when your account is the lightest. Today's like the day before baseball payday because pitchers and catchers report next week. And people are really struggling to find shit to get like mad about or dissect, and I don't know. So the Pacoda, or is it Pacoda? Yeah,
Pagoda.
Pacoda, whatever. Their projections came out. MLB.com's projections came out. People are mad. We're gonna dissect every inch of it. No, I'm just kidding. We'll talk about it, and
Every last drip
of it. We're gonna
And stick around for the
milk the shit out of it, and then we are going to discuss the new old Kris Bryant rumors. We're gonna get ahead of spring training storylines.
Yes.
We're gonna predict the storylines. We're gonna predict what spring training looks like for both teams. And then you're going to want to stay to the very end of the show. We actually have a feature film debut. This was K-Fid's prison project. You're not going to want to miss it. And no, there is no porn in it. Well, yeah. Brief. Yeah.
Softcore? What do we call it? Soft adult content, maybe?
Yeah, I think it'd be rated TVM.
TVM.
Yeah, MA. But you're going to want to stick around for that. It's at the end of the show. It's fucking weird, but just stick around for it. Yeah. So all that and then some. Let's tap this keg. As always, after that great introduction, the show is brought to you by PointsBet. Super Bowl may be over, but there's still a ton of stuff you can bet on. College basketball, hockey. I actually started weirdly betting tennis. Soccer.
Wild man.
Yeah.
And did you know,
There's a
little thing that you can start betting on in a few weeks called baseball.
Baseball.
For all the degenerates out there trying to bet live bet over unders.
All right, Luke. So far, you're winning because this is hilarious. I feel like I'm watching an OnlyFans page where Zoe and Aldo are on a conjugal visit.
Guys, if you guys,
Billy.
if everyone agrees to pay, we
You
will.
need human contact. I'm gonna rub my. Actually, Zoe, would you be or Aldo?
No.
Would one of you be a lamb
No, we're not doing that.
and rub your bare chest up against the glass for me? I just
2 dragons.
I'm gonna just throw this out there. If you start an OnlyFans page, how much would we charge a month?
Besides
I think
us
we'd have to
paying
pay.
people, yeah,
Luke, give us a price. We'll see what we can do.
yeah, 2 dragons. But yeah, PointsBet. Hi.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
PointsBet.
PointsBet. Go and download the PointsBet app. Use promo code Pinwheels. We actually just got our report from January. A couple of you guys went and set up accounts, so we appreciate that. Keep going. Go and bet that stuff. Now's a really good time to build up your account. Just little bets. You know, there's a couple more sure things. Hockey's a little weird this year because they're all in these weird divisions. But baseball is coming up. PointsBet. You can point bet individual players. I made a good chunk of change doing that during the playoffs last year. So PointsBet. Use promo code Pinwheels, and maybe we could start up enough money to bail Kevin out of jail.
By the way, Mailman Jack, to answer your question, just 3 cartons of Cools.
Lights.
Oh, everyone loves menthol cigarettes in here. I have no idea.
Lights. Yes. Well, let's start with us predicting spring training storylines because I feel like that's going to be fun, and I don't really want to talk about projections because I'm just going to get pissed off. I want to get drunker before I start talking about projections so I can get more angry because I swear to God.
This is going to be the nice appetizer for the movie.
Yes, that too. So every year with pitchers and catchers reporting 1 week from today, every year we get pretty much the same storylines. But what we want to do is predict what some of the storylines are going to be coming out of both camps. I mean, you get the obvious ones. Someone's going to show up in the best shape of their lives.
Best shape of their life.
Luis Roberts in first place for that.
I mean, that guy. No, see, that's the thing, though. It has to be like a guy who's like 30 or older. Like, it can't be a young guy.
No, it's
Like,
honestly, dude. The White Sox, these White Sox young pups, they're tweeting these pictures of themselves with their shirts off. There needs to be a White Sox young pup calendar. My God, there's more abs. I mean,
I have it already.
You have been in prison. You have been in prison for too long.
the way the sweat glistens off their body. It's
Nasty Nate. No.
no fruit cocktail. Wash your hands.
Kevin only sees his porn on Twitter, but he's been suspended. Oh no, wait, you can still scroll though. Like, I don't know why are you so horny, Kevin?
This is the best
Thank
thing.
God for the
Everybody
schoolmaster.
watching
I'd be really fucked.
Everybody watching this right now, Kevin can still see your
he can
tweets.
still scroll.
I can
He
still
can
see your
all
tweets. I can DM you. I just can't post. I can't like them. I can't comment on them, and I can't send pictures or gifs in the private DM either. It's just DMs. It's literally like you're sending me Twitter letters.
So it'd be a real shame if everybody listening to this started tweeting about K-Fids and talking like he's in the conversation. But
he has
can't
all this Twitter comments on, and he just like can't wait to like bust it out on Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
And I refuse to get a burner account. This was fate telling me, when you make a joke saying that I'm living a vaccinated life, I've got superpowers and my 5G's never been stronger. And that's what got me there, Matty Mitch. I literally said, living that vaccinated life, my superpowers are great. And my 5G reception has never been better. Smiley, laugh.
So I think I have a perfect candidate for best shape of his life.
Matty Mitch had a good one too, though. LaCroix's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Dallas Keuchel, because it fits in perfectly. It fits in perfectly with like, no, this guy's ready to go. Last year wasn't a fluke. He is in the best shape of his life. He is ready to repeat his 2020 performance for the Sox.
I like it. I can fuck with that. I was just saying Luis Robert because he's built like me.
I mean, I was scrolling through your timelines though, and I saw that picture, and I was like, "Yeah, you guys are twins."
It was like looking in a mirror. I was thinking about dyeing my hair blonde, and then maybe people can't tell us apart. Because I got to get cool neck tattoos, though.
Kevin, do you have anyone for the Cubs who could show up in their best shape of their life, get fans excited?
I think. I mean, there's going to be a couple extra new pieces here, but I think we're gonna hear Anthony Rizzo has never been in the shape that he's been. I think I don't know. I'm trying to think like it's going to be a bench guy. It's going to be like
No, I think Rizzo's good. I like Rizzo for that.
He's always doughy. He's always been doughy.
He's the vet, but like maybe he switches to like a vegan diet, and so he comes in a little bit more shredded, and people are like, "Oh, damn! Did you see Rizzo?"
With like cauliflower crust on his pizza.
Like Rizzo already did that though. Like he already showed up in the best shape of his life last summer. Like it can't be 2 years in a row for him.
So hold on, real quick. Mr. Hand said Michael Kopech and Jack Peterson. I have another category for both of those players.
I have one for Kopech.
We're gonna get to that.
For the Cubs though,
Keuchel definitely was in butt naked in ESPN the magazine. Remember that?
That's right.
Yeah, he was in the what do they call it? The body
issue. But I like Keuchel though, just because of the injuries and everything like that. Whoa, Kevin.
Just for everybody.
Oh,
just for everybody.
I like Keuchel just because of the injuries last year too. They become like his arm feels so strong, and So I don't know.
I do like the Jock one because Jock has been like he's not out of shape. He's a fucking professional Major League Baseball player.
Right.
Like he's a little doughy.
This is my favorite. This is the best part about sports ever, where my fat ass gets to sit here and critique fucking athletes who have been in the.
It's like like Jack Peterson, like 28, like prime physical condition. Yeah, he's like he's a little
doughy. He's a little doughy. Yeah,
I'm with Mailman Jack. I want some dude to show up to camp saying, "I feel like shit."
Well, that's the next category, because there's always that like one dude that he already has like a stereotype about him, or whatever about him, that he's like not a team player. He doesn't give a shit. Like, like a Yasiel Puig, or, like guys like that show up and they're like, oh, he showed up. He's looking a little rough. He's looking a little out of shape. I think that might be Eloy. I'm nervous. That's Eloy.
No.
I'm nervous. That's Eloy.
Eating too many.
How do you can say he's just COVID free? Like that's.
Yeah.
What's the specialty food in the Dominican?
I don't know. I'm just
eating a lot of.
Eloy, but see, Eloy's never been like that super jack guy. He's just like that naturally strong dude.
He's just a strong dude who's also doughy.
Yeah, and he just has like I love Eloy. I was watching old highlights from last year and just seeing that shit with him like smiling, and I love Eloy. But I'm a little nervous about Eloy. I'm trying to think of anybody. Zach Collins. Zach Collins been playing a lot of golf. I follow him on Instagram. He either posts himself playing golf or he posts himself at like a CrossFit gym.
Hell yeah.
So
what if he's in the, I mean, I said that it can't be a young guy, but that he can come out of like nowhere and be like, look at this guy.
No, I think Zach Collins is going to fall into another category we talked about before the show.
Okay. Let's see.
Which arm is going to say in the offseason, I got some extensive work at Driveline up in Washington. And I've
all the Sox pitchers.
Everybody. I don't know.
All the Cubs minor league pitchers.
This is actually a good one. Carlos Rodon.
Damn it.
Yeah, Carlos Rodon coming in. This is from our friend Alex. Carlos Rodon with the spin, saying the non-tender was the motivation he needed to come in shape.
No,
that's pretty good.
That's a good one, especially because like of how like some of the free agency has gone. It's like all motivated, like because of like what happened.
Magical comes in. He's got a fat belly.
You shut your dirty mouth. He
comes in, shows up, walks into camp. Walks into camp in front of media, nothing but a wife beater and a pair of cargo shorts and some Crocs.
Which I got in the kink section in Walmart.
He's got a belly.
No, he's been in Arizona. He's already posting Instagram videos of himself in the cages in Arizona. Him and Mendick. Yeah, no, he's good.
See, I just can't picture anyone out of these two sides like showing up in like real bad.
Yeah, I don't. Oh no, I really definitely don't think. I don't think either one of these teams has that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw the Madrigal Penguin Photoshop.
I have and I can't wait for the first spring training Zoom where Tony La Russa accidentally gets stuck on a cat filter.
Oh,
to remind us that he's not really a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Here's the thing: if the Sox are smart, if the Sox marketing was smart, they would intentionally do that.
Yeah, that would
you automatically go viral. It's like, look at old Tony La Russa, he's a cat, but it's an inside job.
It's fun, like getting ahead of it. I like that. That's good. All right, and then there's also going to be that guy that we all know is not going to make the team, but he plays like they're like,
the French guy.
Yeah, keep an eye on this guy.
I don't want to like throw shade on him or anything, but that was kind of like our guy your mean Mercedes, where it's like,
Yeah.
look at him fucking bashing the ball.
That's exactly that's a perfect example. Is Yermin Mercedes when he was hitting bombs last year in spring training, and people were like, "Oh, Yermin," but I think that could be Zach Collins this year.
Just hits 400 in spring training. Everyone's like, he's arrived.
Yeah, like, this is why they didn't go and get a real backup catcher, because they knew they had Zach Collins. I think and then in regular season he's probably going to go 1 for 26 again to start.
I think for me, it's not. Now, this is going to be a different category because he's going to make the team. But a guy who I think on the Cubs is like going to come in and like do all right in spring training, and like fans are going to think he's a lot better than he is. Like Phillip Ervin, I can see him eating up just like against like minor league relief pitchers in like the middle of spring training, and it's like, holy shit, look at Phillip Ervin hitting 350, like 3 home runs. Like, should he be a starter? No. He shouldn't.
What about Vargas?
See, okay, this is the thing with the Cubs, though. The Cubs have too many of those guys, so it can realistically happen.
Chris Morel, he's nothing but sitting at 6 feet, 140. I mean,
we love Nico Horner on this show, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like Nico Horner should definitely start at second base in 2021. So like a guy like Vargas, he can like fucking smash it, and like we're going to have to buy it because he's going to probably make the team.
And then the guy that's going to completely fleece everybody, like he's going to have a good spring, and then you're going to think you're going to get real comfortable with him, and then regular season's going to come. And we talked about this pre-show. That's Adam Eaton.
Yeah, I mean that's just me because we obviously have our feelings on Adam Eaton,
right?
But like that guy's going to show up. He's going to be fucking hitting everything because he's a contact guy.
Yep.
And big outfields in Arizona, like the air, whatever. He's going to hit like 380. Sox fans, March 15th, there's going to be a conversation with Chuck Garfien on the White Sox Talk podcast. Mm-hmm. Should Adam Eaton be the leadoff hitter?
Yep. It'll be something coming up. It'll be something.
Although, you know who's going to roll in and have that 350 spring? Vargas.
I mean, no, I'm telling you, like, and like the thing is, it's not like Cubs fans could even be like, oh, that doesn't even mean anything. Like, it's not like it's going to mean something, but it's going to be like he's probably going to make the team because there's just there's no clear starter at second base right now.
And that really concerns me just in general with the Cubs' lack of depth is nobody's getting pushed. I mean, there's some guys that are like sealed, but there's no one to push anybody beyond what we know we're going to get. I mean, there's not a question mark when it comes to really what the Cubs are going to roll out. I mean, it doesn't seem like it at least, but with the White Sox, you've got some moving parts right now. You got the Devon stuff, and you've got to try and figure out the depth thing. And I think that the White Sox have a lot more difficult decisions to make. That's for sure.
Also, there's going to be so now we're going to pick a player who's going to do bad during spring training, and fans are going to start to freak out. I can already see like Jock. Jock Peterson's gonna because like it's not like Jock is like a high average hitter. He's not. So like if he has like a couple rough games, like his spring training numbers aren't gonna look good.
Along those lines, I'm gonna say Grandal.
Oh, right. And then just like the back-to-back years, because remember last year he was like injured or something, or he was like, I don't feel like running.
Yep. Yeah, because Grandal's already like made it clear he gives -2 shits about spring training. He's like, this is fucking stupid. I'm the best catcher in the American League. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't need spring training. But
that was my answer. I was going to say Ian Happ because people are going to be concerned that he can't capture the magic from last year. I agree. I think
if he struggles,
he's like, oh my god, and why did we treat him at his high value? Shut up! It's spring.
And that's going to be combined with like, oh well, you can move Hayward to center and start Irvin in right field.
Oh god, I love spring training,
and guys. And we have to, most level-headed fans understand that spring training is legitimately, an opportunity for people to go out there and fail, to be honest, so they can get their timing back. They're going out there and they're doing their things. The one thing I like about when you have a guy like an Abreu, or you have a Tim Anderson, or like you have a Kris Bryant or a Rizzo, you have these vets that are professionals. They're going to roll into spring training, and some of the younger guys are going to learn how to become professionals. This is an ongoing lesson for especially the White Sox with such a young roster. How do you show up to spring training? How do you prepare yourselves for the season? Now you're preparing for a real 162. What do you do to take care of yourself? Get your body ready. when you roll into camp, you're probably going to be about 20 pounds lighter than what you're going to finish the season as, just because of the wear and tear of the season. So where's everybody at? And I love the idea that guys like Lou Bob and Nicky Magical and probably Vaughn are going to be able to learn from pros like those guys to see how they prepare themselves for the long haul. And that's something that these guys have never probably experienced, is going into season. How do you prepare your body for 162? You don't know what your body's going to do until you know.
Well, legit. I know we're fucking around here, but legit, that's the biggest thing I'm curious about for the White Sox going into the season, is seeing a full year of Madrigal, Robert, like these guys. This is actually a really good one too. Alex, stay hot today, kid. Giolito, and the fact that he needs McCann is going to be a good narrative to dominate sports radio for the next 2 months. 100%. Giolito goes out for his one spring training start, just to get some live pitching, and he's going to give up a hit, or someone's going to hit a bomb off him, and it's going to be doesn't have McCann. Here we go.
And it's going to be? It's going to be like Jonathan Lucroy. He's a veteran guy. He should be his personal catcher.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I will talk to my good, close personal friend, Rick Giolito, and see, how Lucas is doing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say is the biggest, the player that you need that if you would think that it would create the most positive juju coming out of camp, what player on both sides do you think, if they had a monster spring, would create the most anticipation for the fan base for each team?
Andrew Vaughn.
If someone goes out and just eats.
Andrew Vaughn.
Vaughn?
If Vaughn has a spring where he hits 350 with 3 homers, 4 home runs, people are going to start. It's going to be boner city for Vaughn. It's just going to be this is why they didn't sign up bad. Oh, fucking Han's a genius. Holy shit. Look at Vaughn. And you know what I mean? The kid, he's a rookie. He's never played pro ball before. He's going to go through slumps. Every rookie in the history of baseball has gone through slumps. Maybe not Albert Pujols, but every other rookie ever.
Well, until he got
I keep his baseball card under my pillow. I don't have his poster on my cell, but I keep it under my pillow.
Right.
I was about to pick Jock, but I think the answer is Ian Happ. If Ian Happ just goes out there again and he just fucking keeps doing what he did last year before the injury in September, it's all right, he's definitely a legitimately 3 to 4 win player. He's your leadoff guy. You can trust him in center field. You have a guy, not just for this year, but you have him for at least 3 more years.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you guys, because I really think Ian Happ, and this is just as a non-Cubs fan, but I feel like Ian Happ has a lot to prove this year. Mm-hmm. I feel like he needs to show people it's not a fluke.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Because remember, Schwarber was the hot name last year coming into the season, and he was dog shit last year. And that was heartbreaking, But honestly, for me,
Kyle,
you guys know my answer.
40 bombs in Washington, Schwarber.
Yeah, he'll be great. He'll be fine. But you guys obviously know my answer. There is nothing I want to see more than see Kris come out and just absolutely feast on spring training pitching, so everyone can just shut the fuck up and just relax.
But see, speaking of not even
he's not gonna.
No, but the thing is, just going away. I don't even care about all the talk. Just I'm never worried about Kris Bryant.
Oh. He's a slow. I know him. He is someone that ramps it up slowly. He always has done this. I think I told you guys this. His senior season of high school, and we faced actually some pretty dog shit. I don't know if it was pressure or not. I think he struck out 9 times in our first 4 games. He had a couple pissers, but slow start, and then he rattled off 23 homers in 22 games.
I get what you're saying, Kevin.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, just because of all the outside talk. It's shut the fuck up. It's Kris Bryant. He's just fucking
relax.
I'm just never worried about Kris Bryant. So that's just not that's never a thing for me. It's oh man, Kris Bryant's kind of struggling right now. The only time I'm ever worried about Kris Bryant, it's oh fuck, he looks hurt.
Although
that would be the only thing.
I'd like to see Kimbrel just carve and just
yes. There we go. That's a good one too. If Kimbrel's just hey, he maybe is fixed.
Well, the pitching side of things, as Middleman Jack brought up in the comments, if Dylan Cease comes out and he shows that movement on his fastball, that could be a big one, getting Sox fans all jacked up before the season. And I just want to see video of Michael Kopech too. Show me a 3-second clip.
So I mentioned his name briefly earlier that I was going to bring him up, and it was going to be something that Sox fans weren't going to like. And I know the last week I said if Michael Kopech is healthy and he's the guy that everyone thinks he is, that the White Sox were going to win a World Series in 2021. However, I could also see week 2 of spring training And it's like, we haven't seen Michael Kopech throw yet.
And someone just shells him. He just gets shelled.
It's like, no, it's like, oh, he's slowly ramping up, guys. Don't worry. And we're like, what do you mean?
Don't they play the Blue Jays a lot in spring training? I think they do this year.
Blue Jays are out in Florida.
I don't know. It's all fucky.
I'm on the side here, guys. Again, ADHD is going crazy. But anybody see the picture of My Sock Summer, what he made on his Twitter? I'm sorry. I'm hungry. And it looks like sweet bed, like slider Philly cheesesteak Whiz-Wits.
Is it because you've only been eating prison food?
Bro, it's red beans and rice every night with white buttered bread. It's terrible.
Stop giving people your fruit cup.
I have to. I mean, I'm out of smokes.
Hold on. I'm pulling out the socks. I'm going to pick the game right now that Michael Kopech's going to get shelled in. And people are going to. All right. They start on the 27th. Split squad game versus the Brewers. The 28th, they play the Angels, the Royals, the Rangers, the Mariners, the Rockies. Oh, split squad game against the Padres. Perfect time for Michael Kopech to get. And then the next day, a full squad game against the Dodgers. Yeah, that stinks to me.
For the Cubs, I was just thinking about a starting pitcher like who could like be bad and be like, and he was great last spring training. But like the Cubs have, so right now I keep forgetting. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago on Twitter. I keep forgetting that the Cubs have Zach Davies because I just want to forget about the Yu Darvish trade. So like the Cubs have Kyle Hendricks, Zach Davies, Alec Mills, Alzolay, Trevor Williams.
Braylon?
Braylon's still, he's not ready yet. Maybe later in the year. Like to start and then it's just like 3 other fringe guys. And it's like they all need to be fucking great because there's no depth. Or somebody has to come out of nowhere and be like great. Like a Corey Abbott or like a Jason Adam. Like some guy that like we kind of saw last year, but like we didn't really expect it. But like if Alec Mills goes out there, it's like just serving up home run ball down in Arizona. We're like, shit, like we were counting on him to be like another number 3 starter. By the way, guys, I know that we're doing the whole storylines for spring training, but thoughts on MLB changing the ball again? Wink, wink. We never changed the ball. Wink, wink. We have to change the ball.
Hey, remind me to double back with Alec Mills though when we're done with the ball.
Yeah, but then David Price comes out and was just like, we all knew this was there. Like, what the fuck? But when we've had friend of the show on, Chasen,
he said it.
He told us sliders didn't slide as much, curveballs didn't break as much, and it sounded different off the bat. And the pitchers could tell just gripping the ball that it felt different.
That's why like every single team set a team home run record in 2019.
Right. And
watch the spin rate this year. Watch the spin rate as it goes up. The average spin rate is going to be ridiculous. And again, we're going to give Chasen a little time to get into spring training so we can, start handling those balls.
Sign a nice deal with the Pirates.
Yep, with the Pirates. Hey, he's the best pitcher probably on the entire staff. So he's a steal. Cubs,
that's perfect for him because he like kind of guaranteed himself that if he continues to be good, he'll be traded to a contender.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. And it's going to be we have a joint.
No, lifting in the joint.
Lifting in the joint. Yeah, I'm a little swole.
Are you high right now?
Yeah, well, it sounds like.
I don't smoke the marijuanas.
Deading the ball doesn't hurt your boy Madrigal. Yeah, I know. That's what I was getting there, bud. That only helps Madrigal. I'm all for deading the ball. Let's go.
When you look at this thing too, this actually does. This goes with the Alec Mills thing, with the change in the balls. You're going to see guys. Look, spring training. You look at guys like Hendricks. You look like Mills. Those guys are going to give up some light air, desert air pissers. It's just going to happen. It's much different pitching in Arizona every day. And when you move to the Midwest and it warms up and the air gets heavy and the ball doesn't carry as much or it's cold, guys like Alec Mills thrive in that Midwestern. They get a little bit of sweat going on their palms. They get a little bit of extra spin. They get to, they wipe out down, they're finding ways to manipulate the baseball a little bit in a legal manner or sometimes illegal. And those guys are going to have much more success outside of Arizona. I mean, Arizona is not much different than pitching in Colorado when it comes to it. I mean, a little bit elevation change, but not a massive. Vegas is People forget Vegas is like, I forgot, I think we're like at 7,000 feet.
Hold on, real quick. For those of you just joining the show right now, you're going to want to stick around to the end or come back at the end because we have a major motion picture premiere.
Worldwide premiere.
Mhm.
Worldwide premiere. It's a
Go
case.
see the private screening, but this is the worldwide premiere.
Yes, this is the worldwide premiere.
And we're waiting to hear back if I'm going to be at Sundance next year. Also the porn convention, which I don't know why they.
AVN.
Huh?
I mean, we might see. I haven't seen it personally, so maybe.
So
Johnny Sins is not in this film.
I kind of look like him. I'm fired up enough. 83 wins. 83 wins is what MLB and Baseball Prospectus.
Wait, MLB too?
No, they tweeted out Baseball Prospectus
Oh,
projection. They're in cahoots. Cahoots, I tell you.
83.
83 for all you.
Hey, you know what? They're aiming low, so they don't, and then they can say, "Well, I didn't see this coming." What a great job from the White Sox.
Big
That's
Giants.
smart. What I'm looking at is, are you kidding me? With they have the Brewers winning 89 games.
So I don't even really give a shit about the Sox 83 and 79 projection. Projections are fun to talk about. They're fun to get people fired up about and debate, but they're usually within 5-ish wins, whatever. But they want to project the Cleveland Indians in second place at 86 and 76. You lose me. I don't. I'm sorry.
I'll one step you. They're going to finish behind the Royals in the standings.
That's not even their team name. The baseball team of Cleveland.
That's right. Get it right.
I think the Royals are going to be better than the baseball team of Cleveland. The baseball team of Cleveland does have a very good pitching staff, but the Kansas City Royals have Andrew Benintendi. So what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? I don't think that there's – I actually probably will bet money that I'll take the under on the Indians wins. I've said it on the show before. I said it last year at this time, and it bit me in the ass hard. But I'm going to say it again. I don't sweat the Cleveland Indians or the baseball team of Cleveland.
Clip that.
The other ones that
bulletin board material.
The other ones that really strike me as they have the Atlanta Braves at 82 and 80. How did finishing fourth in the East? How did the Braves get just shit on?
Did they get worse?
Did Ronald Acuna become a bowler? I don't understand what happened here.
Freddie Freeman gonna get COVID again? What do you?
Yeah.
Hey, didn't they bring back most of their guys back?
Yes.
Do you think that when they go through these things, do they have a troll part of the algorithm? Is the formula have a t squared something in there where it's troll times the second power, where they're gonna what can piss off each fan base the most?
I mean, I know a lot of people get mad. Cubs fans got mad at 2019. Sox fans are obviously mad right now. But it's just not the reason. I don't really completely agree with it, but because he's been one of the most consistent guys. I don't think Jose Abreu is gonna win MVP again.
No.
But he's probably still gonna be pretty good.
He's gonna have 100 RBIs.
Regression. I said it. Regression.
That's why.
Oh,
there's a sulk.
Sorry.
That's why. That happens when guys, unless you're Barry Bonds, you get worse in your mid to late 30s.
So here's
they have a couple guys that they're counting on big time. Abreu, Adam Eaton, who has been injury prone. That's the other thing.
No one's counting on Adam Eaton.
No, but the White Sox are though. You're not, but the Sox are counting on Adam Eaton.
They got enough. They got enough where they can cover that.
Oh no, I think one of the explanations was the numbers see a regression in Abreu. There's Eaton who's over 30, so they think their numbers aren't that high.
Only for you, bud.
He wouldn't change shirts though because he knows that we screenshot shit now.
Yeah, now I know that Fids likes a screenshot, and
we're the lowbrow show. The 108 guys, they're the high.
That was the classy show. That was a 108 Fest was one. It was a fucking blast. Rick Giolito, I want him to be my dad. That guy's awesome. And yes, that's a very high class show. But
I would wear less clothing if I went on Beef Show. I would wear less.
Here is my problem. So these projections come out, and some people got mad. Aldo's so mad he left. But some people get mad about it. And then the worst part, and I don't know why I do this to myself, is I read the fucking comments, and this is this is almost verbatim how all these people explain the White Sox. Oh, the White Sox are only projected for 83 wins because they have a lot of regression candidates, and also they're really depending on Andrew Vaughn at the DH. Therefore, that justifies the 83 wins. No, you stupid motherfucker. I can go through every Major League Baseball team and tell you that they have guys in regression or that are regression candidates. I can go through every team and question at least 2 or 3 positions on each team. It's a super weak argument, and using regression as a crutch to strengthen your argument makes it sound like to me that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Zoe, you're just screaming at like computers and
I know
models.
I know. No. I'm talking about people that
like defend the projection.
That go on here and they're like, "Oh, I get why they're projected here. It's because." You have this guy as a regression candidate, this guy's a regression candidate, and they also lack that. Dude, we get it, okay? Like, we understand. Councilman Jam, that's an awesome name.
But you also have to say, like, are the White Sox? They could be.
They do, but every team.
No. They could be, but like 2020, they were like undefeated against left-handed pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like they were just out of this world against left-handed pitching. Are they going to repeat that? Like,
do you remember what Chasen said when he was on the show? How organizations are using software and artificial intelligence and formulas to like select their most optimal lineups or optimal rosters, and how they devalue veteran pitchers. And so, like, if the White Sox have a veteran, they devalue being a veteran. Basically, is how they look for the formula. Some of these formulas look for inexpensive options. So I'm sure that Pacoda. And I think the White Sox, whatever they're using, I mean, all of these pencil pushers are using something. And while I don't take Pacoda as like the end all, I do think it's a nice little fun thing to kind of debate. I think it creates debate. But look, none of these things take into consideration the human element of this. And when you look at someone that works their ass off or plays hard or just finds ways to get things done, Tim Anderson, according to the algorithm or the formula or whatever, is supposed to have some big drop off because his bat tip or whatever
last year too.
Yep. And it doesn't equate to humans. It doesn't equate to and that's what you have your managers for. That's why they make the decisions on the fly. They use the data and they use the human element. And I think there can be a marriage of both. But if you are a slave to one or another, you are limiting your ability to actually, produce good baseball. Because
I think we also get lost in that conversation. Like, this isn't even about that. This is just like a number that a computer spit out. Right. It's nothing more than that. It's
and there's a lot of variables that are good. Like, this is a good point by Beefloaf. The White Sox did have an extremely weak schedule last year because of who they played in the NL and AL Central.
Yeah, you don't get to face John Lester.
So I'm not going to sit here and say like everything needs to be sunshines and fucking lollipops, but if your only argument to justify a projection is players might regress and players might not be, but on the flip side of things, what if fucking Andrew Vaughn comes out and is Albert Pujols?
Right.
You know what? Yeah. That's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, like, as easily as you're willing to just shit on players, other players are going to step up and can do their thing. I want to, if someone could go back to before last season and show me any single fucking projection that had Jose Abreu putting up MVP numbers, I will never question a projection again. And I've said it in the tweet. There's room for advanced statistics. I appreciate advanced statistics. I think advanced statistics are.
I'm hearing you say it.
Are very formal. They're very educational, and they can be used in a very correct way. I also think that the old school way of the eye test or, watching players' patterns and whatever, that there's a way too. I think you need to combine, fuck you, Yumper. I think you have to combine both of those to be able to really judge it. And those are the people that I like to converse with when it comes to baseball. You can't just sit here and shit on advanced stats, and you can't just sit here and shit on, the old stats or watching. There has to be a middle ground. And I'm really trying to truly find that middle ground. And I think a lot of that comes from, this is fucking crazy to say in the middle of February, but a lot of it comes from actually watching the games, watching players play and watching tendencies and what players are doing differently. And if Dylan Cease has, 3 more inches of drop on his 4-seamer, that's something you got to take into play. And that's something that advanced metrics would show. And that's also something that you can pick up with your eye test.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, I have to admit something, by the way. This time in Twitter prison, while you're speaking, Zoe, I can't help but use the mirror behind you to watch your back. It's usually how I see around the corners of myself.
No, we can literally see your screen from the mirror.
I can. By the way, the makeup table would have been effective. I tried to get a teardrap tattoo, but T-Bone was busy, and so I tried to draw it on with a mascara. That was a fail. So,
anyway. You have to get a real one, Kevin.
I got to earn that shit. I'm sharpening the toothbrush handle, but it ain't working. You're right, though. Zoe. We're talking about the human element, and we talk about projections on Vaughn. What the hell can they project about Andrew Vaughn? What do they know about Andrew Vaughn? Because they haven't seen Andrew Vaughn.
And it goes both ways. You get the people that say, "Oh, he's only hit high A ball," and then you get other people that say, "He's going to be a stud just because of mechanics." But it's probably going to be some in the middle.
And look, you want to use the K Fids Pacoda. The K Fids Pacoda says that he's going to probably hit somewhere around 250 to 260. I think. I think he's going to drive in. I think maybe you're going to get like a 65, 70 RBI kind of season. I think they're going to protect him. Like, again, they're going to start him probably down lower in the line. He's not going to hit 8 or 9, but he's going to probably hit like 7 or 6. I think they're going to find a place to put him mid to bottom, and he's going to have an opportunity to be in situations. But I think what really benefits him, if they're going to not play service time games, is the fact that the White Sox have an absolutely favorable schedule to start the first month of the season. So if you're going to get a kid going like that, that's a great opportunity to get them going early. If you don't play this, if they don't play the service time game, Vaughn has an opportunity to see pitching that he can eat. He's going to see something he can maybe get confidence with. Got to get him confidence though, and they've got to protect that stuff. But I think that the White Sox will be really smart. Just lock him into like a 5-year deal now before spring training starts, and you don't have to play service time games at all.
Yeah, although I felt like you were going to say something.
I don't want to break up the Sox talk, but I have figured out the New York Mets rumors.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Kris Bryant's going to get traded to the Mets for those.
Because that rumor popped up again, and then about an hour and a half ago, there is a new rumor coming out of New York. Again, this is coming from radio, so radio guys, we know about how their rumors can be.
Love you, Herb.
I do love Herb, but he doesn't do this kind of stuff. No. Craig Carton tweeted out an hour ago or so ago. Evan Roberts and I have been told that Mets have talked to the Oakland A's about acquiring third baseman Matt Chapman.
So the Mets are going to go with the 2 third baseman lineup.
The Mets are just they're just sending out feelers again.
Are you trying to tell me that the reporter that tweeted out that Kris Bryant, the Mets and the Cubs had started Kris Bryant trades, who works for SNY Network, which is owned 70% ownership by the New York Mets organization, is somehow reporting something in the media that may be leveraging other teams so that they can get their best deal with other? I mean, it's not like the same group of journalists earlier this week were saying that the Bears were on the verge of trading 2 first-round picks and Roquan Smith to the Eagles for Carson Wentz.
Right. Oh, we're not.
They're working and negotiating. New York media sucks.
By the way, I know we're shitting on Andy Martino, but he did write, the Cubs still don't appear overly motivated to move Bryant before opening day and would need to be convinced. So it's not like he's saying this is going to happen.
No, but I'm just saying there's a that's like state-run media to me, as far as I'm concerned. If you work for the network, if you work for Marquee,
oh, definitely. That's for every stage. We've talked about like Chuck Garfine's the biggest fucking homer in the industry.
We got a lot of questions in the chat asking what do you think?
Betting Vaughn, Kevin?
I'm betting Vaughn. All right.
I agree. You got to protect them. You don't want to. You can't leave them out to dry. I'm trying to write this down right now so I can have my lineup.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually.
This is my first hypothetical lineup of the season.
I was gonna say I have not even thought.
This is a big moment for me. This is a big moment for me. Let's do this live though.
I'm also looking at who's gonna be hitting in front of him because I want to see who other teams might early on try and pitch around to get to Vaughn, giving him an opportunity to see more pitches. I mean,
all right. Let's see. You guys have put more thought into this than I think I have. So we'll start with you, Zo, first. Who you got leading off for the Sox? TA. Kevin?
If it ain't
I got TA.
All right.
Number 2. Trade him for a pitcher.
This is the hardest one I've just literally got stuck at number 2 because I don't know what I want to do.
Yo-yo. No?
I'm going to go. Look.
Yeah.
You guys all hate him. I'm going to go Eaton in the 2 hole.
No, I'm going to go Moncada.
All right, so we got our first difference here. Okay, number 3 batter. So
The MVP.
okay, Kevin, I'm assuming you stay with the Brady.
I'm gonna go with Moncada.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go Anderson, Eaton, Moncada, Abreu.
So is this again? Oh, I forgot to say. Does it matter? Left-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher?
Yeah, we're just doing a standard lineup right now.
Because
It's the White Sox. They hit 2,000 versus lefties. It doesn't matter.
Eloy
So
5.
pointing-
I think we're in agreement on that one.
hold on,
so a cleanup hitter.
Okay.
I think I'm putting Eloy at 4.
All right. Kevin 4.
Eloy. Well, at 4, I got Abreu.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
5th, you have Eloy, Kevin.
Yes.
All right, or Zoe. Who do you have 5th?
Grandal.
Grandal, yeah.
And I go
Kevin.
Grandal.
Grandal 6th?
Yeah. You know what?
That means you're going to have the young guys, 7, 8, 9, Kevin.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to break that up, actually. You know what? Fuck that. Move Adam Eaton down. Let's drop Lou Bob back in the 2 hole, actually. Let's go TA, Lou Bob, Moncada, Jose, Eloy,
Grandal.
and then we'll go Grandal, Vaughn, Engel, or Engel, Vaughn, and Magical. I think actually putting Magical behind Vaughn would be good because Magical doesn't swing at shit, and I think that would provide
Wait,
an
what
opportunity.
position is Angle? Do you have Eloy as a DH?
I don't want Vaughn in front of Magical either because he's going to clog the bases.
Wait,
in front
where's
of a fast
Adam
guy.
Angle playing?
Yeah, dude. You have derailed, son.
Where did I derail? Wait, I go Eaton, Lou Bob, Engel.
You have Eaton and Angle.
Oh shit! I doubled up. My bad. Yeah. We're not gonna have a.
All right, you work on that. All right,
We'll write
Zoe,
this down.
you were at
right,
I was
5.
trying to eyeball it.
I finished mine up. I'm going TA, Moncada, Abreu, Eloy, Grandal, Robert, Vaughn, Eaton, Madrigal.
Okay, that's cool.
Because, like my guy King Mac said, I want Vaughn hitting behind Robert because I want Robert's speed on the bases.
Yes.
That they throw Vaughn more fastballs in fear of Robert stealing.
Yeah, the way
like
you were
that.
doing your lineup, Kevin, you're gonna have Vaughn like hitting 12.
I was trying to eyeball it. Okay, so let's go. Tim Anderson, Lou Bob. I'm gonna refresh this because I really fucked that up.
Take a minute, bud.
Let's go. Anderson, Lou Bob, Grandal, Abreu. Wait, what am I looking at right here? Why am I seeing? Oh, you know what? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, fudge. That really changes everything. I think Angle sits, so get rid of Angle. Let's go Anderson, Lou Bob, Eloy. No, not Eloy. Just kidding. Anderson, Lou Bob, Moncada, Jose, Eloy, Lou. Oh God. I would say Vaughn in the 6 in front of Eloy since Eloy's not fast.
Dude, you have had too much toilet wine.
Holy shit. Am I doubling up on outfielders?
Your brain is fried,
Kevin hasn't
dude.
tweeted in 5
Look,
days.
okay,
and he can't
Anderson at
look
short,
good
leading
anymore.
off. And I'm going to do it this way. It's easier for me to just to verbalize. Anderson at short, leading off. Okay. Lou Bob batting second, playing center.
All right.
You got Moncada playing third, batting third. Jose at first, batting fourth. Eloy in left, batting fifth. So that's we got a right fielder still coming, right?
Yes.
We got Lou Bob DH. I mean, not Lou Bob, Vaughn DHing. Then you've got Eaton. Then you've got Magical.
Wait, who did I miss? Eaton. I think I missed Eaton. Okay.
We got there.
I think that putting Eaton lower in the order, having a vet guy down there. I want Lou Bob as many at bats as possible. No offense to Adam Eaton. I want to see that kid.
Hold on, real quick. I just
don't want to put Vaughn directly in front of Magical because he will clog the base paths.
Look how cute that kid is in that picture. That's my wife, everybody. Tim Anderson. Yeah, Tim Anderson is not the face of the White Sox. It's still Jose Abreu until he leaves.
By the way, did you guys see this breaking news?
I mean, we need to shut down the whole damn show for this. I'm still looking to confirm it's true, which is funny that I gotta like search for a tweet for it.
White Sox legend.
The Tigers are nearly. This is 6 minutes ago from Cody Stavenhagen. The Tigers are nearing a deal with outfielder Nomar Mazara per a source. Let's go. This is good. All right, now I think the projections are spot on because the White Sox are fucked because they let Mazara stay in the division.
Yep.
It's over.
What if the Tigers unlock?
King Mac, I don't mind guys
Nomar
striking out
Mazara?
too much in the second hole. The 2 hole you can strike out just fine. Don't roll into a double play. I'm fine with that, even though he probably wouldn't because he's too fast. I'm okay with the case, but I don't know. You know what? I'm going to fluctuate. I got to watch more. I got to see how these guys show up too.
If they do King Mac, they should be kicked out.
No one's gonna be mad.
No one's gonna be mad.
Who's a Nomar Mazara fan?
I think there's like 5.
No.
And the MLB Network's been doing their top 100 player. White Sox are well represented.
I mean, KB was 61.
Yeah.
He's got the video game. Oh shit.
I still think that it's Jose Abreu's team.
You know what? I could probably
face of the team though. It could be Tim Anderson. I think it's home. Yeah.
I mean,
well, isn't that what he said? Face of the team?
Yeah, it's a face of the team. So yeah, I guess that's right.
Who's the straw that stirs the drink? Although
it's Tim
like it can't be Moncada or Robert because they just don't speak English. Like they're just not that. Oh, they're not that. I mean, it's like not fair to them. Like it's just a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
grow into it, though.
TA is the most out there, guys.
Yeah, I think this is the right way. Jose Abreu is the leader. TA is the face.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. That's good.
Yep. Jose's team. Timmy's the face. You're right.
In the locker room, they've got it. But who the guy that goes out there in public and kind of wears that high flash, that social, that outspoken.
Oh well, yeah. Chirizi. I don't know if it's a joke or not, but Chirizi, right? He's a Mazara guy. From 108.
There's a couple people that were like, it was like a White Sox. I don't know. It was like a little corner of White Sox Twitter that legit rooted for. Yeah. I don't know. All right, K-Fizz, you ready?
Are we going to talk about the KB rumors real quick?
No, go ahead. Yeah, we have to dispel them. That's right.
We have to dispel them. That's
go
true.
ahead, Kevin.
I'm here to dispel. Since I can't tweet, I'm going to dispel it real quick. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm not actually angry. I posted.
Actually, we have an exclusive clip from Kris Bryant on the New York Mets trade rumors.
Rocket, though.
I don't give a shit. How about that?
Wow. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, obviously the what's his name from New York reported it this morning that they're talking. And I can tell you that one source, obviously deep source, says it's horse shit. Hasn't happened. In fact, they went as deep as alluding to the fact that there was actually never even a thought to non-tender, which is interesting to me. But then I reached out to another member of the Chicago media, and they confirmed what they're hearing as well. And so it's all bullshit. And you'll notice something. You're not seeing these stories pick up by like Jesse Rogers or the people that are picking this up are reporting what other people are reporting, kind of thing. And it caught on. Of course, SNY Network is plugging it or whatever. But as far as unless Jed's a liar, which I don't think that's the truth, there is no talks. This is someone giving someone bad information. I'm not saying that someone's a liar. You trust your sources, and sometimes your sources burn you. And this is one of those things where it's not happening.
It's bullshit negotiating through social media.
And look, and this is the big thing. This is my big, I think I chatted with somebody earlier today. That this is my big thing is when members of outside Chicago media, when people that don't know the Cubs organization or the White Sox organization pontificate like their trades, these ideas, they don't look at the farm system. Why in the shit would the Cubs go and get a 4th or a 5th stud catcher? They've got Wilson, they've got Amaya, they've got a couple other studs in the minor leagues. Why don't they go for another shortstop too? So they have 19 stud shortstops too. It doesn't make sense. If you look at the Cubs farm system, they're fine at catcher, they're fine at shortstop. They're not fine at third base. They're not fine with in the arms category. So why the hell would the Cubs, it just doesn't make any sense when you look at the Cubs farm system, but it especially doesn't make sense when it's just these discussions never happen. So that's a big thing. And look, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. The trade deadline is a real concern of him possibly being traded. But at that point, we're going to know what's going on. We're going to see how he's playing, and it's not the same thing. But it's I don't know. We're a couple of days, and that's okay. Keith Law also thought that Kris Bryant wasn't going to be a major league hitter, so we're cool. He's not always correct. I'm not verified though. I don't have a blue check mark yet. But what I do have,
Keith Law didn't make Nick Madrigal a top 100 prospect.
He's not perfect all the time. And so I'm not verified. I do have a dolphin tattoo I got yesterday from T-Bone on my lower back. But
you are in jail though, Kevin.
Yeah, let's do this.
Questionable character.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first, maybe for all Chicago baseball podcasts, maybe all podcasts in general. K-Fizz
Hold on, let me tweet this out again.
Yeah,
I gotta. Should I do the Sundance Film Festival introduction like they have when they have the directors come up on stage?
No, I got that.
No, this needs no explanation. We're just gonna play it.
Yeah, we have a movie that K-Fid's made. This is I'm taking no credit for this.
Wide premiere.
I've seen bits and pieces. Aldo hasn't seen any of it, so you guys will be able to see our live reaction to this. This is what K-Fitz has been doing with his time while in Twitter jail. Oh boy, we'll come back to the show because there's a lot of questions still in the chat.
All right,
answer, but we want to make sure that we go ahead, Kev. Just do it.
Okay, guys. Well, this comes from the heart.
Just rip the Band-Aid out. It's not casting couch.
And just so you guys know, if anybody that's in this chat or anybody that's watching right now is included in the video, it's all out of love, except for Ken Woe, who refuses to follow Cub fans so he can kiss my ass. All right, let's go. Train wreck coming.
It would have been more hilarious if you had other tabs open.
By the way, if you want to go get a snack now's the time.
No sound, Kev.
Oh, there's no sound, Kevin. What are you doing? You're blowing your worldwide.
Hold on. I forgot to push the button. All right, here we go. No, stop.
No sound.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, gee.
All right, here we go. Got it. Bro.
Wah, wah, wah,
All right, and that's the show, everybody.
Here we go. Sorry, guys. I was really nervous. It's a lot of, hey, the projectors break sometimes.
Just play, Kevin. Just press play.
All right, here we go. We got sound?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy.
So nervous, can't even watch.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I got a treat. Oh!
Stop it.
No, Kevin, don't say anything.
It was a terrible day on Twitter when K-Fids found himself on the receiving end of Jacka's suspension for an off-putting vaccine 5G superpower joke. But that was life.
You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man. Chills my blood just to look at you. By the power vested in me by Twitter, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back.
When K-Fids had the worst day of his life, walking into Shawshank, walking that line, listening to all them catcalls. It was a really difficult night that first night, and they walked us down the aisle. Everyone yelling. Call me fresh fish. I don't even know what everyone likes about seafood, but everyone just yelling at me the first night. And the guards. No hot takes. No videos, no GIFs, nothing. Just me and my dark cell. And the screams. Oh, God, the screams. The first few days for K-Fids in prison were awful.
So
He
smug.
was constantly harassed by the sisters led by Ken Woe. His good friends, Southside Zoe and Aldo, sent him cards and gifts, Aldo even sending him cute little Snapchats with puppies. Sooner or later, the sisters were going to have their day. And that morning was the worst morning of K-Fid's life. Pushed beyond all man could even possibly fathom. No hot takes, no cute little tweets, no advice on life or dating, and especially no predictions on the Derek Carr, Carson Wentz, Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. It was a dark, dark week for K-Fids, but he was going to find a way. And it was in that dark time that K-Fids found somebody who could give him hope, that could bring him things. He found himself a beautiful shirtless Beef Loaf poster for his wall, much like Rita Hayworth. And then he found the days passed sooner and quicker, and he found enlightenment, religion, God, and also a strange hair on his lower right shoulder. It was really long. We're not sure why. And back hair aside, we all know what happened next as K-Fid was finally released from Twitter prison by Jack. And when he left Twitter prison, he stood outside in the rain and let it drop down on his face because he swam through 50 miles of shit takes, awful tweets, and a bunch of stupid Eagles fans trying to convince everybody that Carson Wentz is worth 2 first-rounders. But on that other side, he found peace. And he left, and he took that peace. And there he met his brothers, Southside Zoe and Aldo, on the beach. And again, they returned to the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast they love so much. So they can talk about Kris Bryant a ton. Talk about the White Sox and how fans are getting really angry at Jerry Reinsdorf. And they lived happily ever after until that day that Zoe came down with Ebola.
What the fuck?
But that's another story. We'll worry about that later. Today we worry about K-Fids. Because Zoe. Right in his little ass. Just like Enwo did to... Oh, wait, am I narrating this? God dang it. Who wrote that? Son of a... No, this is not how it ended. And no, he did not put his...
Rebuild of the favorites.
Oh, K-Fids, buddy.
The north side, not tuned to the greatest.
Oh, my God.
Both sides got our own.
Wow. Wow.
Shit.
That was better than I expected. Better than I expected. My personal favorite.
Can you have a write-in for like best short films at the Oscars?
Yes. I think that would win an Oscar for best short film on a Chicago podcast about baseball.
About the Cubs and White Sox.
That airs on Thursday nights.
Right.
Yes.
I have to give credit to Frank Darabont for his consulting as well.
Oh my God, dude. Because Zoe got Ebola, but fuck Zoe. Holy shit, man. Good stuff, dude. Oh
Bravo.
my God. Bravo, Fids. I don't even remember the questions we were going to answer because that was, wow. That was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Someone please send that to Ken W.
Oh, I'll make sure.
I'll post the actual. We'll post the link to the Twitter.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll post a link from my YouTube or whatever.
Darius had no clue he got traded till he saw it on Twitter. Where will Howard start? Okay, there we go. Baseball. Howard. Where's Howard going to start?
This year, I'd say Dubs.
Double A?
I mean, South Bend is switching to high A, right? So
right.
Either South Bend or what? Tennessee.
Probably South Bend.
I see him in South Bend. Look at the praises in the comments, though. I mean, you had a cameo in there, Mr. Delicious. I saw you.
There's more content where that came from.
Yep.
In the mind of.
I was gonna say conspiracy theory. Does someone who's trying to get into the 108 tournament work at Twitter get you banned to keep you out?
Oh,
holy shit!
Someone from the inside.
Someone from the inside, Kevin.
I think it's the fact that I made a 5G joke. I'm pretty sure it's pretty lockdown. That was why I got suspended a couple weeks ago. I got a one-nighter because I made a joke too, saying that I only got 2.5 Gs when I got the first part of the vaccine. So
we need to see who's running through these tweets.
Mm-hmm. Wow. How long did it take? How long did it take you to make that movie?
Be honest. Yeah.
I think I told you guys I was going to start it, and then I said it's going to be a while, and then
we're in the trust tree.
We're in the trust tree. How much? How many hours? How many?
3 hours.
That's not bad.
How many?
I didn't script it. I put I laid the pictures down and then tried to narrate on the fly.
Was this not a multi-day production?
No, this is what we would call guerrilla filmmaking. Guerrilla, not gorilla. It's for the terms. And anybody that's a Captain Ron fan, you would know that line.
Wow, that was. I mean, I think we just we turned everything up a notch. That was.
We're a full production podcast.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you're getting high praise in the comments here. You got King Mac on your side. Mailman Jack. King Mac thinks there's going to be smoke in the city, though. You better talk to Ken Wu.
I did get approval from others. So, Ken, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I mean, follow me on Twitter, bro. Or.
Yeah, that was good. I don't even know where we can go from there. I don't
think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to Kevin if we go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's gonna end the show.
That's not in the show.
Yeah. I don't even. I honestly,
I don't even know how you're gonna.
I don't
do
even.
this outro.
I don't know how. Tomorrow I do want to plug this. So these guys reached out to me. It's 2 White Sox fans. They're in high school. They're trying to get into the podcast game. They asked me if I'd come on to their show. Their show is called The Southside Agenda. You can follow them on Twitter at Southside Agenda. I'm going to be on their show tomorrow.
Nice.
Honestly, actually, kind of ironic. They have not sent me an agenda yet, so I don't know what we're talking about. But it's going to be White Sox related.
I hope it's a review of Kevin's film.
I hope. Shit, that'll take an hour. But they seem like good guys. Again, they're high schoolers. So definitely shoot them a follow on Twitter at Southside Agenda.
Are you at all intimidated, though? Are they going to pull out some words?
Dude, if they call me like a lame or like I don't know what.
What if they start to do a TikTok? You have no clue what's going on.
Oh yeah, if they start doing like TikTok dances or some shit, and I don't know what the hell's going on, and like, you could definitely come and troll comments about Madrigal.
Hey, Zoe, learn these words. That's fire.
That's fire.
It's lit.
It's lit, fam.
If you want to get really intimate, you can drop the fam in there too.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna use all this language. I don't know what the hell. No, they seem like good kids. I don't think.
I'm cool. I'm hip.
I'm definitely gonna be that Steve Buscemi meme.
How do you do, kid?
Yeah, how you do, fellow kids? Yeah, slaps. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to force it, and like it's gonna be bad.
That's all you, sir.
Mr. Zawoski is on our show tonight.
It's worth tuning in just to hear that. So Southside Agenda, make sure you go and follow them on Twitter. Show some love for 2 newcomers in the Sox Twitter community, and
I have my just for the record too. I have my parole hearing Saturday night. So,
Max, you hit a good chord there. This is when I was living in Florida. Was when Trick Daddy and all them. Trick love them kids, baby. Oh, see, the kids wouldn't even know. If I said that on their show, they'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Work that in, Zoe. Work that in.
Work what? Trick love them kids, or Zoe loves the kids?
Just be like a friend of mine. Trick love once told me.
All right, Zoe love them kids. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Yeah. Yeah, I could drop early 2000s Southern rap lyrics on them.
They weren't even born when that came out.
Just do me a favor.
Fuck.
Will you do me a favor? And will you make them say,
Nah. Yeah, if I said like Tim Anderson's Bout It, they probably wouldn't even know what I was talking about.
I mean, that's
like, are you stuttering? What was that?
Yeah, are you okay, old man? Are you having a stroke?
Is your stream sitting in now?
Yeah, what is this guy talking about right now?
He's not even words.
For Aldo, for Twitter prison inmate TK421, aka Steven Spielberg, aka Kevin Filler, this is the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast / multiplex. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see y'all on Twitter.
Well, except for Kevin.